I want to do this because other people want me to do this. I don't want to do it. I don't. If you're going to make a decision for yourself, you are going to deal with the aftermath. If you can deal with the aftermath, you can do it. Do I want to seek validation from others, or do I need to do something for myself? And doing something for yourself is very scary, especially for myself. If you really want to live for yourself, you have to take accountability for everything. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this journal entry episode 5, we are going to talk about why you should be living for yourself and not for anyone else. And the reason I'm saying that is because personally for me, I feel like I wasted a lot of time. And yes, people can make the argument saying that, no, you didn't. Everything that you've done brought you to this place, brought you to this moment. I get that. The things that I want now, I wish I could have just wanted it sooner. I wish I could have just told myself sooner. This is something that I really wish someone told me earlier, and I want to tell you. At least for me, I grew up in a certain environment where I constantly want to impress my relatives, impress my parents, impress my friends when I was younger. Academic validation, getting good grades, studying for a standardized test, getting into a good college. Because why? Other people want it. Other people want it for us. So I'm like, I need to go impress them. I need to do it for them. When I do that, I get complimented and they're like, oh my god, good job. That was the only way I was gonna get recognized. Because they want it. As a kid, it just kind of went on to me like, oh, I want it too. I want this for my future. And at the end, yeah, getting a college education is something that I want. But I feel like for a lot of that, because I was just so driven on what they want, I didn't have a sense of identity. I didn't know what I want. I didn't really care what I wanted because I was like, what I want is what I want. I'm not gonna get complimented by myself. No one's gonna compliment me for stuff that I want. I'm gonna do things for others because that's what they want, and they're gonna compliment me, and that's gonna make me feel great. For a big period of my time, I was just in like a bubble sorta with the same type of people, and I just didn't really get to see outside of the bubble. I didn't really get to experiment things outside, and because I didn't think that there was any point to it. And for a lot of things, at least for myself, I was really into the arts. I really liked creating stuff. I loved drawing, I loved painting. But even when I do, I still seek validation for things that I enjoy doing, which just made me not like to do them anymore because I keep seeking validation for things that I want, and it got exhausting. I just didn't want to do it, which is why I don't draw anymore, because I think maybe it reminds me about a time where I was very just much seeking validation from other things. You may be like, so how do you know that you're living for others and not for yourself? I feel like you'll always know. I feel like you would always know when there's something that you want, but you're just constantly like, yeah, no. I remember switching my majors multiple times in college, and I felt like such a disappointment because I was like, I'm gonna be such a disappointment to my parents, I'm gonna be such a disappointment to my friends because it just shows that I don't work as hard. Like, what calmed me down was the fact that, do I really want this? Or am I just upset that I'm afraid to disappoint someone else? Do I really want this? Because honestly, I don't think I really want this. I don't. I want it because other people want it. At least for me, I'm a first-gen student. You kind of have this sort of guilt, like, oh my god, my parents sacrificed so much for me. Like, am I really allowed to just go for what I want? And I really thought about it. I mean, it's different for everyone, but at least for myself, it's just like, I have this one life, you know? I have this one life. We always say this, you only live once, and it should be obvious. But the truth is, you only live once. I'm 22 now. I'm never gonna be 18 again. I'm never gonna be 19 again. I'm never gonna be 20 again. I'm not saying like, oh man, I'm getting older so bad, but it's just that you are gonna die someday. So is it really worth it to keep living your life for someone else? It's not. It's really hard, especially for those of us who feel like we need to fit into a specific image. And for me, that was a scholar. Super focused on my academics. I need to be the one to get good grades. I need to be the one to get into a good college. I need to be the one to get a really great corporate job. And I need to be the one to work really, really hard and get an extremely fat paycheck and just impress my parents. I thought that was my thing. I thought that I needed to do that because that was what I was supposed to do. I have this clear path that I'm going down on, even though this path, I kind of don't want to go on it, but everyone supports me. Everyone's like, yeah, go on that path. This is a traditional path. And for those who want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that. You do you. But for me, I realized maybe I don't want this. I want to do this because other people want me to do this. I don't want to do it. I don't. Do I want to seek validation from others, or do I need to do something for myself? And doing something for yourself is very scary, especially for myself. As a kid, I feel like I've never really gotten that support of decisions that I want to make for myself. It's always kind of like frowned down upon, like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You're gonna regret that in the future. If you do something wrong, don't come to me crying like this is your fault. You deal with the consequences. What's so bad about dealing with the consequences? And as a kid, when I heard that, I was like, oh, consequences, that's so scary. I don't want to deal with the consequences. That's terrifying. I don't want to deal with the aftermath. I think that was something that was twisted for me, that I feel that I should have accepted sooner, because as an adult, you need to deal with the consequences of your own actions. And for me, I feel like I avoided doing a lot of things for myself because I was scared of dealing with consequences, because I think consequences are bad. But consequences are not always bad. You have to deal with the effect of what you want, right? If you're going to make a decision for yourself, you are going to deal with the aftermath. If you can deal with the aftermath, you can do it. You're more than capable of doing it. I think for all of us, we need to constantly remind ourselves of how capable we are. You are capable of doing things. I've always wanted to create things because I didn't have that support around me. Like, yeah, you should go create things you're passionate about. I didn't want to do it. I was scared. Just let it sit. I'm just like, it's in the back of my head. I'm not going to do it. I was like, it doesn't matter. It's going to go away. Like, this is not for me, you know? I want what they have. I want to do what they're doing. But I can't. Since therapy started, making new friends and also building this really great community, build my confidence in a way. And I want to share this with you, which is the fact that if other people can do it, why can't you? No, literally, why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? Literally, list me reasons. And I get it. Maybe some people can be like, if you're talking about, I don't know, like certain physical attributes, like, okay, maybe like, oh my God, she has blue hair. I want blue hair. And that's, I guess that you can dye her hair, but you guys get what I mean. Like some things, I guess, like when you really want, you can't, but I'm talking about certain like ambitions and passions, right? Talent can get you far, but hard work can get you farther. So if you can put in the hard work, you can do anything. You can really do anything. When I realized that I should be living for myself, I realized that, okay, I'm gonna make decisions for myself. But the scary thing is that I need to stay consistent. I need to stay on track. That if you're walking on this path, it's different from the traditional path. This path that you're taking on might not have a lot of support. You might be the only one supporting yourself at the end. And it's scary. Nobody's gonna be, yeah, I support you, you got this. Because frankly, maybe this path that you're taking on, that you really wanna take on, whether it's career, whatever it is, they might think like, oh, she's not gonna make it. And you might even think that I'm not gonna make it. But guess what? You can have your doubts, but do it scared. You might be scared, do it scared. Everything, do it scared. You can do things scared. You just have to keep going. And it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying because like, you might not make it. You might not have people cheering on for you. But this is a journey, okay? Once you keep going on it, you're gonna meet new people. You're gonna meet people that you never thought you were gonna meet. And you're gonna meet people that have the same type of passion as you. You are more than capable. You are. You really are. And I feel like maybe in the past people are telling you, oh, you're not capable of this. You can't do this. You can't do that. And you just get in your head like, I can't do this. I can't because this is the comfortable life. This is the life that I should go on. But ask what you want. Do you really want that? Or do you want something else? Because if you really, really want something else, you should really go for what you want. And like I said before, bringing back the question, like, how do I know what exactly I want? You know what you want. You really do. For those who don't know, I studied economics in college. I really wish I studied arts. I really wish I went into fashion design school or art school. And I know it's not too late, but I really wish I started this channel earlier because I really just thought that I didn't have what it takes to make videos because I saw other people making it. There's a lot of things that I was just like, I can't. It's not for me. I can't do it. And for a very long time, I didn't do my makeup. I didn't wear the clothes I like because I was like, I'm not allowed to. That's not what people support me on. They want me to get grades. They want me to be smart. So as long as I focus on that, it's fine. I don't want to take a different route because that's scary. Nobody's supporting me. Nobody's being like, yeah, go you. But at the end, you have to be the ones to support yourself. That's it. All that you got at the end of the day is yourself. You're going to make good friends along the line, but you might not have that right now. So at the end, you have to stand up for yourself. You really have to do it, especially for the things that you want. You can wake up having a complete freaking mental breakdown. Nobody here is cheering on for me. At the end, you have to do it. You have to be the one cheering for yourself. You have to be the one believing in yourself that you're going to make it. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Nobody's going to do it for you. If you don't believe in yourself, it doesn't matter what other people do. Yeah, other people can help you believe in yourself. At the end, you need to believe in yourself because this is your own path that you've built. This is why I'm saying you need to face the consequences. This is the consequence of your actions. I'm not saying the consequence of your action is bad. It's great. It's great that you have the courage to take your own path, but you have to deal with the consequences. It's a hard thing to adjust, especially like, oh, living for yourself, like, you know, making these decisions. And sometimes for some of us, we might even be, oh my God, so selfish to live for ourselves and not have a care for others. But sometimes you need to live selfishly. You have one life. For those people I know who are more privileged in some ways, their parents are super rich and super well off. For some of us, when we make certain decisions, we have a lot of risks that we need to think about. And it's very, very scary and stressful. Some people don't have the privilege to take this risk. This was one of my biggest dilemmas. I was scared of taking a risk. At the end, if you really, really want something, you should go for it. And I feel, especially living in like capitalistic society, at the end, it's the safe route. You know, we all have to make a living, right? I feel like because of this, a lot of us don't have time for our passions, hobbies, and it's sad in a way because a lot of people, they have to give that up because they don't have time for it. There's those who are privileged enough the way they have time for it. I guess my point is that if you really want to live for yourself, you have to take accountability for everything. This is on you. At the beginning, this might sound terrifying. Like, oh my God, everything is on me? What? Oh my God, that's so terrifying. But you're in control of everything. You are. For me, I personally hate when people say that, oh, you are going to be fine. You are going to be fine. You don't know that. You don't know that I'm going to be fine. Stop saying that. I get it. People might say that to make you feel better. But I think what we should say to ourselves is the fact that you are capable. You are so capable. You have to remember that you are capable. And I think for some of us, we just think that
we're not capable, we can't do this, we can't do that.
The reason why you'll be fine is because you are capable. You need to know that. Some of us tend to just undermine a lot of our achievements and we just think that's all due to luck. It's all due to whatever. No! Tell yourself that you are capable of these things. You might be like, oh, I'm scared to do the things that I want. I'm scared. Me too! Me too. You might get mental breakdowns every single night and you might doubt yourself every single day. But if you don't try, you don't know. Take the risk. No, take the risk and you do it scared. Do it with uncertainty. Do it with so much fear in you that you're like, okay, if I disappoint myself, if this goes bad, this is gonna hurt. Do it with that mindset even. Because at the end, yeah, if you really want something and you put in the work and you still get disappointed, it's gonna hurt like hell. But you know why you keep going. The reason you keep going is because you know that part of you know that you can make it. Part of you that just knows that this is what you want, hence you're gonna do it. Yeah, this disappointment and this anxiety, you might fail, sucks. But you know what sucks even more? Regret. I'm 22 right now, and I'm not saying like, oh my God, I'm super old, but I feel like it took me a little too long to realize what I want. I wish I knew sooner. And I think of my younger self. This is my younger self. I think about her a lot. How am I gonna make her proud? I know her right now, she just wants to, you know, make her parents happy and all. But nobody asked her what she wants. What do you want? Nobody knew what she wanted. Nobody cared to ask what she wanted. But I know, adult me, know what she wanted. She wanted so many things, but she was too scared to ever do any of those things because she was like, I'm not gonna make it. But you know how sad that is for a little kid to think that, like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. Before her life even began and she just gave up her dreams because there was not that big of a support system for her. That's fucked. That's fucked in my opinion. This is why that I'm making this video. I didn't have that person to tell me to go for what I want as a kid. So hence I want to make this video to tell those of you because I really care about you guys and I want you guys to know that you should do what you want. Things like this, they come with consequences. So this is why you can take little actions, little tiny steps towards what you want. Because some of us can't afford big steps. There's a lot of risks involved. A big part of it is like the financial aspect of it too, right? For things that you want, things that you do, your passions, your dreams. No matter if you're younger or older, my point is the fact that you need to live for yourself. Because who the fuck will? Who the fuck will live for you if you don't live for yourself? Doing things that you are really passionate about, that you really want, you might not ever get the outcome that you really want. And it's scary. I mean, this is really funny because I'm usually such a pessimist and I always think really negatively, but on a rare occasions like these, I'm going to be optimistic person to just be like, if you keep going for the things you want, I'm really sure that you will get the outcome you want. We don't know the timeline of this. We don't know when it's gonna happen, but I really do believe that if you keep going for the things you want, it's gonna happen. Something is gonna happen for you. A good thing. A good thing's gonna happen for you. Really live for yourself, and it could be really tiny, simple things like, ooh, today I want to go buy a strawberry latte that I've never done before. Do it for yourself. Ooh, I'm gonna start reading a book even though I never really read before. I always wanted to read even though I'm not really good at reading. Do it. Ooh, I'm gonna go wear a dress today even though I never really wear dresses, but I always see other people wearing dresses and I really like it. Wear it. I want to start posting on social media even though I'm really scared of being perceived by others, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Do it. I'm gonna dye my hair red because I always liked other people's red hair. I want to do it too. Do it. Tiny little steps. Do things for yourself. Little tiny things can bring you so much joy. You have no idea. I think life is just appreciating the little things. The tiny things. Really tiny things. How the sun is shining really nicely and the leaves are like the perfect color under the sun. My point right here is the fact that Via, I want you to live for yourself. It's gonna be scary. I know it's gonna be scary. You're gonna be stressed out, especially if it's not like the traditional path that you're used to taking. It's gonna be terrifying. And you might not have a support system for what you want. I'm here for you, and I'm sure that other people on this platform is here for you. We have this little community going on, and I hope that we can all support each other in things that we want to do. This is my journal entry, episode 5, why you should live for yourself and not for others. This is something that I wish someone had told me sooner. I'm glad that I know now than later, right? Sometimes you can't make big changes immediately, but you take tiny little steps, tiny little changes. Or just simply watching this video, you're already making a change because you're like, are kind of scared to take the first step. But I think watching this video shows that you do want to take the first step and you should take it. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I do want to let you guys know that I love you guys a lot. I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Wonderful morning, afternoon, or night. And yeah, I will see you guys all next week. Bye!